Alright guys, Mr. Fasty Nycor here. Um, my last gameplay you saw me with the miner. I know you guys didn't want to see the tutorial mission. We're gonna head to Alpha Centauri. Uh, just space jump over here. And that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna go ahead and continue with the mission for Constellation. I kind of messed up on my on the last video.
Starship
So
Frontier.
we're gonna
This
continue
is
with this
United Colonies
video.
Security.
Yeah, you
Maintain
guys
course
didn't
and
really
prepare
miss
to
nothing, so there
descend.
was no spoilers at the beginning of the game. We're gonna
Scan
jump here.
complete. No contraband detected.
Um, on the last mission, guys didn't really miss anything. Let me go to my skills. So I played through the tutorial mission and I picked the very first perk, and I highly recommend doing this. Is to basically pick booster pack. We're just at the beginning of the game. You guys didn't really miss anything, uh, or anything. We gotta basically go to New Atlantis
You
real
are
quick.
cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
You do the Vasco with the tutorial. I know you guys are kind of sick of seeing that, but like I said, I'm gonna explain to you some stuff about this game. Um, just some cool stuff and details. So this is sort of going to be like kind of like a walkthrough of the game, but sort of explaining some stuff as I play and stuff like that, and some cool gameplay. So yeah, this is my chef character, so we're gonna do some roleplay stuff. This character as well. So we're gonna get up. So when you basically attack the Crimson Raiders, you basically want to collect their outfits and collect their weapons. I'm gonna do some explaining about this character for you guys didn't miss it in the last video. After you meet Bear and you do the tutorial, because I didn't want to put tutorial in the gameplay and stuff like that. Um, First thing you want to get is the booster pack training thing, because you're gonna need that. Because when you first go talk to Constellation, she's gonna give you a booster pack. Definitely need this perk. I highly recommend this, the first perk you ever get in the game, because basically what it does is it allows you to boost across different stuff, and you can jump across like planets and scan planets. Definitely recommend it. So this character is my chef character. You can see it has the duelist perk, which is the melee perk, and then it has scavenger perk. So what we're gonna do here, and then it has like the food research perk. What we're gonna do here is we're going to basically put some points into this character and build it like how I want to play. You see, it has no science, and it's got like 1 point in tech. It's because I put 1 point into that. But when you first get this character, it doesn't have any science and tech. How I'm gonna do this character is I'm gonna do some social skills, because I highly recommend getting the buying, selling, perk where you can buy 5% more less and then sell for 10% more. And then I'm gonna start giving the pursuit perk. And then after that, we're gonna go into we're gonna get some science stuff for this character. So we're gonna get like the scan perk where you can scan. It'll add like additional zoom to scanners, and you can increase the meters of scanning and stuff. Um, for this character. But after we get the two social perks, um, we're gonna go into um security, the security perk, which is really good for unlocking locks and stuff. But once you get to New Atlantis and you talk to um Sarah Morgan, right? You want to basically first perk you do want to get is piloting perk, because piloting perk unlocks under a lot of different ships once you rank them up to, let's say, rank 4. So you want to do that. So I got it planned all out. I know it's a lot to explain, but yeah. So we're gonna start putting some perks into that, and then we're gonna go into a physical tree after we get some more some more points. We're gonna go into um weightlifting, getting some carry stats, some weight on this character. And then after that, we just put points whatever we want to. So yeah, so we're on the new Atlantis planet, which is the colony, and there are like outposts on this planet. A lot of you guys you know, want to me explain to you like when you get onto the planets, like what is this thing at the bar? These are your resources that you got to collect on these planets and stuff. And then the traits are like the unknown stuff that you can kind of collect and stuff as you explore the planet. Most people just go ahead and do the main quest, but there's a lot of stuff in exploring these planets and stuff. You can see we're in the Alpha Centauri galaxy and we got tons of planets to explore. But the first thing we're going to do is go talk to Constellation. And if you want to know, like, what galaxy, like, we already know we're in the galaxy of Centurion, right? Here's a quick tip for you guys. Look at the galaxy destination level on the character. See how it's level 1? Each galaxy has a different level of what you can do your activities in. My advice to you is stay in a level that you can do in green and blue, because blue is like modern. But when you get to like the higher level galaxies like this, like the level 20, I would say go to like 18 or 19. Do that. And then when you get to like, let's say, for example, the other galaxies like Cheyenne's like level 1. Let me show you a really high galaxy. When you get up to like level 25 and level 40 galaxies, just explore the planets and stuff. Just take your time with this game. This game has a lot of content in it and it's very good, and it's one of the game of the year I recommend playing. So we're gonna continue on. You can kind of see my health has been down. I kind of been fighting. First thing you first thing you want to do, because I did some fighting off camera, is to collect all your stuff off your ship. Or you don't have to collect all your stuff at the ship. We can just sell the stuff from at the trade outposts and stuff. So we can get all that stuff off the ship.
Big clogs. Get those cleaned up.
Okay, we gotta talk to this guy.
And he's our new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Okay. Let's see. Where can I need some more crew for my
I
ship.
would try the viewport. They'll be on your left once you get into the plaza.
All right. So you
Everything
talk
looks
to
good
this
here.
guy,
I'll be
that's
at
the
my
guy
booth
who
if you
sells
need me.
ships and stuff. First thing you want to do, if you got a lot of loot, this is the trade authority, and you want to sell stuff for your trade authority from your ship. So you got buy stuff, got sell stuff from your main inventory, you got sell stuff from the frontier, which is your main ship. So I'm gonna click all. We're gonna sell some stuff on here and get some creds real quick, because money is definitely important. These resources, we're gonna keep the resources. We're just gonna sell like the different stuff that you don't really need. But we definitely need the resources because we're gonna build outposts and stuff. One thing I'm gonna explain to you, another thing, you see how we got ship parts? That's to heal your ship when you begin the game. So definitely need to buy those. Uh, let's see. Weapons. So these, see how the creds are going down. You can like basically take all the creds for the vendor. Can do that. Let's see. Yeah. Got nothing. I'll make sure everything is sold for my ship. So I'm gonna check my ship real quick just to be a little bit see if I got everything. Because sometimes I don't know if it sells everything. Just to have some control. See, yep, it sold. Kind of see it sold from the frontier, and the only thing we got is left is resources, which is 173 weight mass.
You will not be able.
Oh, I took some resources. Um, oops. Let me go ahead and get that.
To walk at full.
Alright, did I get everything? Okay, I took all my ship parts. See,
Speed
kind of
with
see
your
ship
pack.
parts weigh a lot. So gotta go into it's in the aid. I think it's an aid. I could be wrong. Ship parts. So we gotta store these. That's where ship parts would be. You see how my ship
Set full.
let me go ahead transfer. You see how my ship has the mass of 176 and 450. 450 is like my weight cap of my ship, and basically that's the much weight that you can carry on the ship. The 176 is how much of my inventory space I got, and you can kind of see my credits on line. Be careful what you put in your ship. Always collect resources in your ship, but like this little right here, you can just sell that. But collect resources, materials, because you're going to use those for crafting for later on. So you kind of see it sold stuff. That's a cool tip for you guys if you don't know what your weight is. And if you want to know like my weight of my character, it's 135. So we gotta get that up sooner or later. So we're gonna sell this pub thing. Alright. Gonna continue on with some more gameplay.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on a
Another
united
thing
colony
is you
research
want to
facility
overhear
will
people's
not
conversations
go unanswered.
because they got quests with it
Ready
and
to
stuff like
settle
that.
into your new assignments
So we gotta go talk to Sarah and Morgan.
Okay, no bounty.
When you get this, when you first start on this new Atlantis, like it can be overwhelming. But you know, I got you. So you got a group of people just talking. Alright, you kind of saw like I leveled up. I got some more points. So when we go to Sarah Morgan and turn in the artifact, we can get some more points. You usually going to have 1 point unless you did some exploring like I did.
One
Alright.
day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis for good.
Alright. I'll switch to my melee
The water is quite
because
aesthetically
I'm a
pleasing,
chef.
or so Barrett has told me.
You
New
know what's
Atlantis
crazy
relies
about
on
this
advanced
water
hydroelectrics for most of
about
its
New
power.
Atlantis is that there's no fish. Like there's no fish out in space, which is weird on this game. Like you would think there would be fish out here. I got some 20 points in that. There's the
You
security
see
guy.
that scientist out in front of mast?
He's
Staring at
scanning people.
trees? Sounds upset? Whatever it is, can't be that bad, right?
See, those are activities that you can do in the world,
We may be in a United Colonies
but
city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and
we
always
want to
has been.
continue on with the main storyline and kind of level up our character, get our character right for leveling and stuff like that.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for...
Alright.
Captain, everyone will be in the...
We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Alright, pirates attack me and Barrett. Doesn't matter. I have your artifact. Who are you? Pirates attack. Ask me to deliver the
I
artifact.
see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
Okay, I saw bright lights and music.
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But, gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only two of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
I can say so all over too much. Okay. Alright, I'm in. Tell me what happens
You
next.
should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
See, I'm level 4. I think I'm level 4. Let's see. Here. Oh, that's a Class A level 16 ship, Frontier, which it tells you the ship. Uh, let's see. Okay, we got 2 perks to spend. First thing I recommend, piloting. That's definitely what you're gonna need. Now, I could say we need medical stuff, which we need some points in to research medical stuff because that basically allows you to craft research projects and stuff. So like it'll basically you got research method, and then you got the medical stuff where you can unlock trauma packs, restore different healths, which is pretty good if you want to play like that. But I'm going to basically do the either persuasion skills, which you want to talk to people, or I can pick one of these. But if you are like kind of like if you're losing a lot of health, I would go medical. But I'm gonna play like a little bit social, so I want to actually buy stuff for 5% less and buy for 10% more. And then the next perk I'm gonna go with is persuading, and then we're gonna go into the science tree and actually get some medical stuff, and I might do some research. I want to have some research stuff to get it much faster. It's a pretty cool perk. So we gotta put some points into science for that. So we got like a new item, which is constellation. It's a boost pack. I think we also get like I don't know if we get the outfit or not. I think eventually we get the outfit. So we got to
I
talk
hope you
to
are
Noel.
satisfied with the course.
That
It's
was
the first thing
intense,
you need to
wasn't it?
do.
The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Sarah said something about a place. You seem to know a lot about these artifacts. I was wondering if you have a type of explorer version besides artifact. We can ask her later about that. And then this is telling about the vision, and this is talking about like how long you've been on working with all this. So we're gonna go with Sarah said you had a place that
Planning on
needs stay.
sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously.
My wife and I have
Walter's quite proud of the collection,
I have
but
been
Mateo
informed
has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet
renders
contemplation.
me
Emphasis on the
content.
quiet part, at least usually.
My wife is therefore
Let's head upstairs.
It is best
Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago.
for both us.
Okay,
was
the
a big to-do at the time,
first
but most
thing
people in the
before
city
you
forgot
talk
about
to
it.
her, you need to pick up these little guide books. These will increase your character permanently, so you want to pick these up. So this one has like a permanent reduction of fall damage, like 5%. So if you fall from a high height, you can fall, like you can take less damage for 5%. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a guide on this to find the books. I just gotta find the information.
So this is the bar. Usually no
world.
tender, so help yourself within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room.
It's
You're in luck.
funny because this
We were
bar
almost at max occupancy already. But there's
doesn't
still one room
like
up
it
for
has
grabs.
some type
It's
of
been nice
drinks,
having the place so full.
but you can't tell if it like actually has any restored properties or anything like that. Oh, there's a cooking station right here. So what's kind of cool is like you can, I didn't even notice that there's a cooking station. You can make your own recipes. So we're gonna continue on with the tour.
Okay, this will be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
Alright. So this is your room that you get. You get a safe so you can just put some items. So like you say, if you got too many like backpacks and stuff like me, just or space packs as you want to call them, you can put some like clothes and stuff here. That's pretty cool. Let's see. It has some alcohol, which you definitely want to take when you're pursuing people. It'll increase that, and you can get that perk up. Uh, Somebody asked like, "Oh, you want just check out the other rooms?" So I guess this is like constellation board or something where they talk. I don't know who room. Okay, this is that other dude's room. So he has weapon cases and stuff like that. A notepad right there. Alright. So right here is the cooking station for our chef. So we got different types of food that we can make. So there's different ones. There's teas, water, all this stuff. So you basically gotta look for all the stuff that you gotta make. So we're gonna start with jerky, which does 4% health. Some recipes require a little bit more. Gotta look for. So this gives me 75% damage resistance. You might want to look for that one. Okay, this alien tea might be something you want to constantly make because it gives you 2% XP gain for 5 minutes. So that might be really nice for us to try to make. And we need some water with that, and we can buy that from like the New Atlantis stuff. So let's go talk to Sarah Morgan. So I'm just gonna jump down here.
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
Alright,
I haven't-
ready?
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
Okay. Okay, good chance to learn more about the United Colony.
Jumping to anthropology on me already? Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry. We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works.
Mats.
And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Okay.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts,
So
but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible...
you can talk to Walter. We can talk to Walter real quick.
I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
I've been called worse.
Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
Glad to be here.
By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need. Goodbye.
And
Feel free to help yourself at the bar.
Talk to
I
him.
don't drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time for one. Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
those artifacts come out of a cave.
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust? I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but, you know, if the label fits.
If it meant something, I don't understand it. I know it's important, I can feel it.
It has to be, right? All of this is connected. We just need to figure out how and why. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
Alright.
Take care of yourself.
So, what he was talking about
I am at
was
your service, Captain.
the stuff downstairs, which it has all the workbenches downstairs in Constellation, and it has one cooking up here. So I'm gonna take these med packs right here. So we can make different stuff, and then we can add mods to our equipment and stuff like that. I have nothing to install. Actually, yep, I have nothing to install. So what you want to do is research everything. So the research lab allows you to discover new crafting recipes by completing each research. Each research requires metals in order to make the progress. So the metals can range from raw metals to extract from planets and organisms, sustain extraction from alien creatures, so you can get materials from alien creatures, planet life, and manufacturing components can be made at the industrial workbench. So what this means is you gotta research this stuff to get more crafting materials. So, like, for example, this old earth right here, I gotta research everything, and I don't have the materials for it. And then these are the spices and stuff like that. Pharmaceutical stuff I can research. Different stuff right here. Got some research right here. Research complete. I did some projects I can research. These are outposts, these are equipment, so I can kind of research, but I don't have any materials. So that's just how you're gonna start out. So what you gotta do is if you want to research some of the stuff, just press X and tag the stuff that you gotta research. So research the meat. I got meat and bread research. And then I gotta find some cheese, and then I can research some cheese, and it'll have some recipes with that. And then this is like research fiber because I had it. There's some water right here. I got more than enough research. Uh, and it's got some more stuff. So this is like beverages developing stuff like uh different types of spices and stuff. We're gonna research all that. I still gotta find the cheese, so I gotta find some cheese and research it. Oh yeah. Jeff's got a lot of researches. So these are like the manufacturing stuff right here. Sort of like the iron. I can research iron because I got 3 resources. And I got some resources in that. So you just gotta click on stuff and find stuff that you already have because you might have the materials. And because of that, I picked up something called a lab outfit. It'll help me research a lot of stuff much faster. Yeah. Get some XP off of that. So I just researched robots, so now I got robots on my planet. Planet I can build outposts and stuff. So this is the outfit that you want to take a look at. It's the blue lab outfit. When you go on the planet Krieg, please find this, take a lab outfit and clip it on your character because it'll really help you out. So this gives me 5% chance of research development. So it'll increase the researches faster. So let's see if we got any more stuff to research. Up on here. We might have the metals on here. Search all that. So we just researched grips and stock for mods for that weapons, and then we got barrels. So we can search different types of barrels. We're getting just free XP. And you got the different types of metals that you can research. So this might take a while. So if you have the metals, you can just research it. Let's see. You got any options for that? Nope. Let's try food. And we got beverages we gotta research. Oh, yeah, click on that. Okay, I'm gonna quick save because you always want to quick save, guys. Want to save because you don't know what happens. So let's see what food stuff we got to research. I know we got to look for water. We got some new stuff. This one's salmon sandwiches, energy resistance. We got some new tonics. Food stuff is OP. So we actually got to find some water for this character. Anyway, we done research a lot of stuff. We got some XP for it. I was thinking I didn't have the materials, but I think like the materials transfer like from your ship and stuff like that. Alright.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
But we gotta join the I think it's called the United Colonies, which is the Marines. they're sort of like the Navy, the Marines, sort of like Star Explorers. The Star Explorers is like Constellation. This is more like um the Marines or the Navy, almost like a paddling type characters from
To each of you swear to
that's in
protect and
Starfield,
defend
sort
the
of like the
citizens of
Knights
the
of
United
the world.
Colonies to the best of your abilities.
So we're gonna talk to this guy, try to
People
look for
call
the
their
artifact.
heroes Varun zealots. What do you think?
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
Um, I would love to join. Sign me up.
Excellent. Just need to do a little paperwork. An orientation on the UC, and knock out an exam, and a probationary mission. We need to know you'll be able to hack it out there after all. Do well. You'll be out there keeping the peace in no time.
Don't forget,
So
John,
they're more like
I need him back
peacekeepers.
after you wrap him in that fancy get-up of yours.
No worries, Sarah. I'm not forgetting about you or our little business afterwards. Promise. First things first. Head down to the Orient. Have some questions?
Okay, before we join the Vanguard, we're gonna talk about Constellation business.
Got so wound up bringing you on board, I almost forgot.
Oh, I haven't. Come on, John. Let's hear it, before you try to convince him to join the Marines.
All right. Here's what I've got.
The
Vanguard
Marines.
volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system. Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
Okay. I'll talk to him, make him offer. Who's this more?
He goes way back. Think he was recruit number 81 or something.
Okay, we'll talk to him, make him good offer.
Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
Okay, thanks for your help.
Anything for Sarah. UC always takes care of its own. Even the prodigal children.
Oh, brother.
Alright, so what we're gonna do before we do that is we're gonna join the Vanguard real quick, which is peace keepers, or they're sort of like the Navy, Marine, all that for the galaxy of Starfield. So we're gonna join in. So we're gonna register this right here. Agree.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the
So
examination.
this is the orientation that you can do, or you can kind of skip this, so we can activate it.
Humanity learned the
If you want to know the lore.
Earth's would collapse sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life on the planet. Decisive action was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union. Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible. Just 1 year later, the Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison, beginning a new era of human history, the age of the United Colonies.
The effort and planning it must have taken to evacuate literally the entire planet. Can you imagine? The logistics alone must have been...
Okay. Gonna click on new factions arise.
From their foundation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace. But there were those among the UC that still wanted something more. Independence. So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction the Free Star Collective, was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Varun, revealing themselves to the universe in 2230.
The result of the Centaurus proclamation has always
It was
left me
only in
torn.
2230
So much
that the
conflict
faction
arose as
known
a
as
result.
House Varun
Was it worth
first
it?
made contact with the rest of the settled systems. Founded by the passengers of a colony ship that had left New Atlantis and disappeared 4 decades earlier, House Varun was a faction unlike any other. A theocracy dedicated wholly to the beliefs of its isolationist founder, Janan Varun. House Varun initially made overtures of peace towards the rest of the settled systems. They claimed their only intention was to spread the word of their god, the Great Serpent.
The Great Serpent.
But none could have guessed that this worship might take the form of a bloody war, the Serpent's Crusade.
Okay. So this is telling about us about the factions. So there's House Faroon, and these are the Freestar Collectives. Freestar Collectives are sort of like the Rangers.
The Freestar Collective was initially founded in
Settlers.
2188, when the citizens of Aquila banded together with the pleasure city of Neon in mutual defense. But in 2194, after the deployment of a UC medical star station in orbit around their world, the citizens of Narion also requested to join the collective. The resulting rise in tensions between the Freestar Collective and UC culminated in the settled system's first intergalactic conflict, the Narion War. Despite a decisive victory by the UC, the colonies permitted the citizens of Narion to join the collective, forming the basis for the fiercely independent union that persists to this day.
Yeah. So this is the Serpent Crusade. If you guys want to know about that, that's just the other faction.
Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. Over the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god. It was only with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir Jarek that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remained, however, select members of House Varun who refused to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established. Even after House Varun's mysterious disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to all who encounter them. Their pacification, a goal of all space.
So they want to take over the galaxy. Okay, these are conflicts amongst the stars. What is this over here?
Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Narion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs, even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC xeno-weapons. It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped. The Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted. The galaxy has been rebuilding ever since.
The colony war was a horrible conflict that irreparably wounded the settled systems.
Few settled worlds were left untouched by the colony war.
Never end.
But nowhere could the viciousness of modern warfare be seen more clearly than on the Freestar planet of Nira. Initially occupied by invading United Colonies forces as a forward operating position, repeated attempts to take and retake the planet by collective forces led only to devastation. Swaths of the world were transformed into scorched husks, a nightmarish testament to the depths of human ingenuity and human cruelty. And today, Nira remains a continuing reminder to the horrors of unfettered war.
So these are the mechs right here that they used in the colony war, and these are the
You know it was some
xenomorphs.
UC general that condemned Londinian? Gave it over to these things.
Can't stop staring.
One of these murals said he was executed after the war. Might have gotten off too lightly. This thing's like an artist's rendition, right? No animal can be this ugly in real life.
So this is the terror. This is another one.
In the midst of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city, seemingly out of nowhere, on a scale never before seen in recorded history. Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large. The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day.
So
No one knows how they move between planets.
So they biologically created alien, which is called the Terramorphs, and then this is another one. I think you got XP for this.
After the devastation wrought by the colony war,
As you listen to the
UC
Lord.
and the Freestar Collective came together to ratify a treaty that became known as the Armistice. Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xeno-weapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency. But the Collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty. Commander Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
I was a strong supporter of the armistice.
And then you got the Vanguard is born.
It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet, serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member. Open to all captains, regardless of origin, the Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the citizens of the United Colonies, wherever in the galaxy they may be.
So they protect the civilians.
No one is born a United Colony citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's citizenship. But the UC prides itself on taking care of its people. Cost of living controls means citizens pay less than their foreign counterparts for needs big and small. All citizens are issued a grant upon joining to get themselves on their feet. And only UC citizens have the opportunity to purchase property, getting the chance to live in one of the most beautiful cities in the settled systems. By joining the Vanguard today, you too can begin earning your place here, in the heart of galactic civilization, as a citizen of the United Colonies.
Okay, now just go ahead and do our Vanguard now. I just wanted to do that because I wanted to see. A lot of people probably skipped it to do the lore. So now you know the lore, the background, how they was fighting the Rangers in Cheyenne.
I've spent a fair bit of time in simulators just like these. They're startlingly realistic. Have fun.
Ah, you must be our new applicant. I'm Proctor Samuelson. The simulator's already been prepped. Of course. You'll be running through a high-realism combat flight simulation, engineered by members of the UC science staff, right here in Mast. Your task is to defeat at least 3 tiers of simulated opponents. Accomplish that, and you pass the exam, and can then proceed on to your probationary mission. However, if you defeat more than 3 tiers of enemies, your required enlistment time for citizenship will be reduced, and your enlistment bonus increased. But you're welcome to try as many times as you like before returning to Commander Tuala to proceed on to the next step in your application process. We'll only keep the highest score you manage to achieve in there.
Alright. You got any advice, Soldier?
While I can't answer that question directly, I will say this. Due to the solitary nature of our work, resourcefulness is a critical tool in any Vanguard pilot's repertoire. You're permitted, even encouraged, to use whatever tool you're able to find in there. All right then.
Alright. So this is like the flight simulator for this game. You can keep doing this and keep playing this mode and keep leveling up your piloting skill.
When you're ready to begin, please take a seat in the pilot's chair.
Which I showed a video in my last in my video section where I was like, hey, you can just keep playing this and level up your pilot.
Opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. You must defeat at least 3 tiers of opponents to pass the exam. Good hunting, applicant.
So first thing you want to do is boost up your lasers, your ballistic, and all that. Lower the grab.
New targets active.
So get your shield up. And so like that. Get your shields all the way up, your endurance or engines. I say endurance, but it's your engines, your shields, your grab drive, and then your missile launchers. I can just stay in here and try the remaining tiers. Which won't take me that long.
Resuming the examination.
New targets active.
Gotta wait till our weapons recharge.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 4 reached. Initiating Tier 5.
So we gotta wait till our shields go up.
New targets active.
Halting simulation. You have
Alright.
passed, applicant. You may proceed to the exit hatch to log your results, or restart the exam from the simulation's
I mean,
control
it's
terminal.
better to explore the galaxy. I mean, you can use the ZAM and try to fight, but you need a better ship. Simulation. Because it goes up in tiers and it gets you become better.
Congratulations, applicant. You've passed. You can head up to Commander Tuwala to receive your final results and your probationary assignment.
Alright. Let's talk to him.
Well, look who's back. Everything go all right with the exam? Or did you... so these are your numbers that just came through then. You ready to hear how you did?
Yeah. Ready.
Then let's get to them. So, looking at the data, hit every mural in the orientation hall, huh? A test of preparation and thoroughness. To trace the Vanguard values highly. Psychological results are all within expected levels. Navy doesn't have room for folks that'll fall apart the first time they're trying to outrun a homing missile. Now, how'd you do against your foes? Tier 4, not too shabby. The techs make us test each level of the sim too. I can tell you that wave are some real artificial bastards. Good job putting them away.
Hell of a job. I might even let you fly me around sometime.
So then, looking at your results as a whole, and presuming you're successful in completing your probationary mission, you could have your UC citizenship after only 10 years service. Pretty standard for combat assignments. But your performance in the simulator does mean I can offer a signing bonus. Help convince you to join the cause.
10 years might seem like a long time, but it's worth the climb if you wish to become a citizen.
So, sounds to me like we've got Vanguard material on our hands. If you're interested, we could bring you on as a provisional member today. Get you the credits you've earned, then send you out on your probationary mission. First, though, all UC service people, provisional or otherwise, are required to swear an oath. So, you want to make this official? Commit yourself to the cause of the colonies?
It's a big decision. John, you're not about to have my compatriot here sign some kind of contract that sells you their grandmother 5 years down the line, are you?
Officer's honor, Sarah. This is honest work for honest credits. So, you ready to do the deed?
Yeah, ready.
Fantastic. Then just follow me.
Alright. Oh, out. How you say Terrera? I think that's how you say it. His name. Yeah, it takes his sweet time.
Wouldn't be right doing this where we couldn't see the stars. Now, raise your right hand. The motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra, above and beyond. That is where we serve, beyond the furthest reaches of the United Colonies military, and with honor and duty above reproach. Do you swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities?
Yep.
And to uphold the values of the Vanguard, honor, loyalty, self-reliance, in all your actions as a member of the United Colonies Navy?
Yeah, dude.
Then let me be the first to officially welcome you to the United Colonies Vanguard. Now, only thing left is getting you that probationary mission. And what I've got is comms repair. Group trying to refurb an old colony war processing plant on Tau Ceti 2. Sounds like they'd barely gotten set up when their communications died. Place is as isolated as they come. So Brass wants a Vanguard to deliver the repair suite and ensure anyone present is safe and secure. So, can the people of Tau Ceti 2 count on you?
Yeah, let's do this.
That's the spirit. Head down to the spaceport and talk to Crew Chief Harath. He'll get you the repair suite plus your new recruit kit. Oh, and your advance. Give it your all out there. Supra et Ultra.
Okay, we just leveled up. Alright. Since we have social skills, first thing I'm going to, let's say medical, or, you want to have more healing stuff, because you want to craft more trauma packs. This will actually make more stuff much faster. But it depends on how you want to play. You got different types of skills and stuff you can unlock. So I do like putting more points in a social, because this character is definitely a social character. Yeah. I'm just checking out the perks and stuff. So this one's got like ship stuff. So some of the social aspects of the game is kind of cool. Let's see. Accent social skills. I don't know. So what we should pick up is medical, because then that'll be more beneficial to us. We can use food and healing at the same time. That's definitely recommended. So use technologies for mannings if you want to use medical stuff. I mean, Chef does need to have more medical stuff. So we might actually take that. And then we're going to take, on a social tab, we're going to take persuading and maybe some surveillancing, where we increases our scan stuff, because you're going to need to scan the environment and stuff like that to help you with the planets and stuff. And then as far as the tech goes, we need to take security Gonna have to rank that up, and then we're gonna have to pick one of these weapons for our stuff like that. So we're gonna probably pick some security targeting system, some shield stuff that we kind of actually need. But we gotta put 2 more points in one of these. So yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna end this one. Probably do some more gameplay of this with another video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. Mr. Furious Night, cool out. Peace, guys.